Hey everybody, Greg Dingrando here, and we've got another great episode of Explore Our Parks for you guys. As you can see, we are right in the middle of a giant garden. This is the community gardens inside the Bear Creek Regional Park. To tell us all about it, we've got Kyle Melvin from El Paso County Parks. And Kyle, this is just a really cool thing that we have here in El Paso County. Not a lot of places have a garden quite like this available.
Absolutely. It's a very unique garden, centrally located in a fairly populated area. The setting is in a great mountainous area. It's a very beautiful garden.
This is a fabulous place. It's almost a spiritual experience. In the spring, it's like everybody's out just almost rolling in the dirt. It's like it's so good to get out here.
I've gardened here for over 25 or 30 years. And every year it's just exciting to see what everyone around here does and what they grow and how things function and how well the community gets along.
We have 20 by 20 plots. We have a 40 by 40 plot.
Cost-wise, is this a good deal for you?
Oh, absolutely. Our plot cost for a full plot's $120 a year, and you couldn't do that at home.
The community garden is a 501c3. They're a nonprofit. They're one of our best examples of a friends group in El Paso County. The gardeners really help us by enforcing the rules of the garden, by handling all the financial things that come along with renting the plots. They make sure the garden is very presentable. They also help us maintain 20 acres around the garden as well. And then the county, we provide labor and equipment to assist with implementing those materials into the garden.
I think that relationship has grown over time, and so we trust them and they trust us, and so couldn't be better.
About how many people do you have every season?
On average, we probably have close to 100 gardeners each season. And on any given day, there's 20 to 30 gardeners at a time in the garden gardening. So there's plenty of opportunity to socialize with other gardeners, learn new tips.
We've got a couple new gardeners we're mentoring right now because they've gardened in other states, and gardening in Colorado is a little bit different. We want our new gardeners to be very successful so they'll come back and really enjoy gardening. So we mentor our new gardeners and help them along the way.
Let's go over some of the rules. What are some of the big ones that people need to know about?
So some of the big plants that are not allowed in the garden would be marijuana, popcorn, and sunflowers are also prohibited in the garden as well.
What about water restrictions?
We like to water before 10 o'clock in the morning and then after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that way we're not wasting water through evaporation.
And to be clear, there is some money swapped back and forth. You guys basically send the Friends group a bill about the water, so it's not tax dollars that are... Yeah,
so there's a portion of the water bill that the county absorbs, and that's for the landscaping. And then the water that's used on the garden plots, the community garden actually pays for that.
Talk about the donations that you guys do, a lot of different partnerships that you have. You guys are giving away a lot of food here in our community.
Yeah, absolutely. So the garden, they contribute to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. I've even heard that they've reduced their food bill for the animals by 2 to 3% annually. On top of that, they also contribute to local food banks.
And there's just my husband and I, and there's no way we could eat all this food. So I give a lot of food to Food Rescue. And so that's part of why I garden, is to give good food away.
I think it's great. It's a way that we can reach out to the community and help. It's one way that we can assure that people out there can get fresh organic vegetables throughout the summer, and including the animals in the zoo.
And what we're hoping is that people will taste the difference between organically grown vegetables and learn to eat more vegetables.
I grow tomatoes, corn, spinach,
peppers, corn, all kinds of greens, lettuces, carrots,
cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli.
If you were to taste my broccoli, you wouldn't believe it. You would not believe the difference. It is fabulous.
Very popular, but there are still plots available. It sounds like there's a lot of turnover from year to year, so if you're thinking about it, you should look into it.
That's right, yeah, because each year things happen in people's personal lives. They either get another job, they move out of town, they relocate, and so those plots will usually become available. And there's always usually a couple of plots that are just left over that were never reserved.
If people want to get in the dirt and make good friends, this is the place to go. It's very fulfilling to put a little tiny seed in the ground, and then there it is, beautiful, productive plant.
All right, Kyle, anything else? Anything that we're missing out here?
Well, if you're interested in a plot, I encourage you to get out, take a look at it, see if it's something you'd be interested in. If you want more information, visit bearcreekgardens.org or check them out on Facebook and get your plot for next year.
Yep, you can get all the information you need there. You can get signed up, when to sign up, all the rules, all of it right there on the website.
That's correct.
All right,
Yep.
thanks, Cal.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, be sure to check this out again. It's the community gardens inside Bear Creek Regional Park. Just a really unique and cool way. If you're into gardening, if you want your own fresh vegetables, this is the place to be.